Welcome to the Wild Ride. Buckle up because today we're taking you on an unforgettable journey through the heart of South Africa. This isn't just any road trip, it's an adventure filled with unexpected twists and turns. South Africa, my friends, is a beautiful country. From the stunning coastline that stretches for miles to the majestic mountains that touch the sky, every corner of this land is a feast for the eyes. The natural beauty here is simply unparalleled. But it's not just the landscapes that will captivate you. The people here are some of the friendliest you'll ever meet. Walk through a bustling street market, and you'll be greeted with warm smiles and hearty handshakes. And the food? Oh, the food. From savory biltong to mouth-watering bobotie, every bite is a culinary delight. But driving here, that's an adventure all its own. The roads can be as unpredictable as the weather. One moment you're cruising along a smooth highway and the next, you're navigating a bumpy dirt road that feels like a roller coaster. It's not for the faint of heart. You'll need nerves of steel and a good sense of humor to handle the challenges that come your way. Whether it's dodging potholes or dealing with erratic drivers, every journey is a test of your driving skills. It's a place where traffic laws, they're more like suggestions. Stop signs, speed limits, and traffic lights are often treated as mere guidelines rather than rules. It's a free-for-all out there, and you need to stay alert at all times. Get ready for a wild ride. Embrace the chaos, and you'll find that there's a certain thrill in the unpredictability. The winding roads, the sudden stops, and the unexpected detours all add to the excitement. We've got potholes big enough to swallow a small car. These craters in the road can appear out of nowhere, and avoiding them is an art form in itself. It's like playing a high-stakes game of dodgeball with your vehicle. We've got drivers who treat stop signs like abstract art. They roll through intersections with a casual disregard for the rules, making every crossing an adrenaline-pumping experience. And don't even get me started on the taxis. These minibus taxis are the lifeblood of public transport here, but they have a reputation for being some of the most aggressive drivers on the road. They weave through traffic with a fearless determination, often squeezing through impossibly tight gaps. Fasten your seatbelts, folks. This is going to be good. Whether you're a seasoned driver or a first-time visitor, the roads of South Africa promise an experience like no other. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. It's going to be an adventure you'll never forget. You know that little lever in your car? The one that makes a clicking sound? Yeah, that's the indicator. In most countries, it's used to signal a turn. In South Africa, it's a mysterious device with unknown powers. People here use it to say hello, goodbye, thank you, and even I'm just gonna park here for a minute. Even though there's a double yellow line, sometimes it feels like a game of guess what I'm gonna do next. Tip for tourists, don't rely on it. Roundabouts. Those circular intersections designed to keep traffic flowing smoothly. Not in South Africa, my friends. Here, they're a free-for-all. Cars entering from all sides, horns blaring, a symphony of chaos. It's like everyone collectively forgot how roundabouts work. The golden rule? He who hesitates is lost, and the best way to survive? Close your eyes, pray, and accelerate. Just kidding, sort of. Parking in South Africa is an art form. Forget parallel parking. Forget reverse parking. Here, we invent new ways to park. We call it creative parking. Need to squeeze into a tight spot? No problem. Just nudge the cars next to you out of the way. They'll understand. After all, we're a friendly bunch. Just make sure you have bumper stickers. They act as armor. Section 5. Highway shenanigans. Buckle up for this one. Highways in South Africa are a different breed. We've got speed limits, sure, but they're more like guidelines. And overtaking? It's a national sport. Forget about using the fast lane for passing. Here, every lane is a passing lane. Just make sure you've got good brakes and nerves of steel. And maybe a guardian angel. Section 6. Animal antics. Only in Africa. Now this is something you won't find anywhere else. Driving in South Africa means sharing the road with the local wildlife. And no, I'm not talking about stray dogs. We're talking baboons crossing the road, ostriches racing cars, and elephants casually strolling down the highway. It's like driving through a safari park, except there are no fences, and it's completely normal. Section 7. Roadside assistance, South African style. Breaking down on the side of the road is never fun. It can be a stressful and frustrating experience, especially when you're in a hurry or far from home. The feeling of helplessness can be overwhelming as you stand there, hoping for a miracle. But in South Africa, it comes with a unique twist. The spirit of Ubuntu, which means I am because we are, truly shines through in these moments. It's a philosophy that emphasizes community, sharing, and mutual support. When your car breaks down here, you're never really alone. Forget about calling a tow truck. In many parts of South Africa, especially in rural areas, tow trucks are a rare sight. Instead, the local community often steps in to lend a hand. It's a heartwarming display of solidarity and resourcefulness. Here, help comes in all shapes and sizes. You might be surprised by the diverse range of people who come to your aid. From young men to elderly women, everyone pitches in to help a stranger in need. It's a testament to the strong sense of community that exists in South Africa. You might get a group of guys in a bakkie, that's a pickup truck for you non-South Africans, who'll try to fix your car with a piece of wire and some duct tape. These makeshift repairs might not be perfect, but they often get the job done well enough to get you back on the road. Or you might get a friendly grandmother who will offer you a cup of rooibos tea and some life advice. She'll share stories of her own experiences and remind you that every problem has a solution, no matter how dire it may seem. Her warmth and wisdom can be just as comforting as the tea she offers. In some cases, you might even be directed to a nearby mechanic shop run by locals. These small-town mechanics are often incredibly skilled and resourceful, able to fix a wide range of issues with limited tools and parts. Their expertise is invaluable, and their prices are usually quite reasonable. The sense of camaraderie that emerges during these roadside assistance moments is truly special. Strangers become friends, and what started as a frustrating breakdown turns into a memorable experience. People share stories, laugh, and bond over the shared challenge of getting the car back on the road. So, the next time you find yourself stranded on the side of the road in South Africa, remember that help is never far away. The kindness and generosity of the local community will ensure that you're back on your way in no time. It's a beautiful reminder of the power of human connection and the spirit of Ubuntu. Section 8. The Joys of Rush Hour. Brace yourselves. Rush hour in South Africa is not for the faint of heart. It's a test of patience, a symphony of horns, and a masterclass in defensive driving. Forget about using your mirrors. You need eyes in the back of your head. We've got taxis cutting lanes, cars squeezing into non-existent gaps, and pedestrians playing real-life Frogger. The best way to survive? Take a deep breath, put on some good music, and remember, you'll get there eventually. Section 9. Road signs? What road signs? Road signs in South Africa are like suggestions. They're there to provide guidance, but ultimately it's up to you whether you want to follow them or not. Stop signs, yield signs, speed limits, meh, who needs them? We like to live life on the edge, my friends. We believe in intuition, in gut feelings, in the art of improvisation. So next time you're driving in South Africa, don't be surprised if you see a car going the wrong way down a one-way street. Section 10. Driving lessons, a crash course in comedy. Learning to drive in South Africa is an experience unlike any other. It's a combination of adrenaline, fear, and sheer bewilderment. You'll learn to navigate potholes the size of swimming pools, avoid jaywalking pedestrians, and anticipate the unpredictable moves of other drivers. Your driving instructor might tell you stories about the time they had to swerve to avoid a herd of goats, or the time they got stuck behind a tractor for an hour. It's all part of the fun. Section 11. Conclusion. Embrace the chaos. It's all part of the fun. Driving in South Africa might sound like a chaotic free-for-all. The streets are bustling with activity, and the traffic can be overwhelming at times. But there's a certain charm to it all. The chaos is not just a challenge, it's an experience that adds to the adventure. And you know what? It kind of is. The unpredictability of the roads keeps you on your toes, and every drive becomes a story worth telling. Imagine navigating through a maze where every turn brings a new surprise. It's like being part of a live-action game where the rules are constantly changing, but that's part of what makes it so entertaining. The unexpected moments, the laughter that follows a close call, and the shared experiences with fellow travelers create memories that last a lifetime. It's not just about getting from point A to point B, it's about the journey itself. It's unpredictable, it's exciting, and you never know what you're going to encounter around the next bend. One moment you might be driving through a serene landscape, and the next, you could be navigating around a herd of animals crossing the road. Each drive is a unique adventure, filled with surprises that keep you engaged and entertained. So next time you're in South Africa, don't be afraid to embrace the chaos. Let go of the need for control and allow yourself to be swept up in the excitement of the journey. The roads may be unpredictable, but that's what makes the experience so thrilling. Embrace the unknown and enjoy the ride. Rent a car, roll down the windows, put on some local music, and get ready for the adventure of a lifetime. Feel the wind in your hair, sing along to your favorite tunes, and immerse yourself in the vibrant energy of South Africa. The open road is calling, and it's time to answer with enthusiasm and a sense of wonder. Just remember, keep your eyes on the road, your wits about you, and your sense of humor close at hand. You're gonna need it. The roads may be filled with unexpected twists and turns, but with a positive attitude and a readiness to laugh at the little mishaps, you'll find joy in every moment. Embrace the chaos, for it's all part of the fun and the adventure that awaits you in South Africa. As the sun sets and the day comes to an end, you'll look back on your journey with a smile, knowing that you embraced the chaos and made the most of every moment. The memories you create on these roads will be cherished forever, and the stories you gather will be shared with laughter and fondness. So buckle up, embrace the chaos, and enjoy the ride of a lifetime.